Good morning, my dear children and parents. So, my dear children, welcome to class 8 of Indus Valley Public School Rat, in which we will be doing a chapter, The Tsunami, from your English honeydew. And in this, we will be learning about the summary and the question answers of the lesson. So, we have studied about the tsunami, where it came, when it came, and what kind of disasters it had taken, and what all the stories were related to these things. And these stories reflected bravery, intelligence, survivals. Okay, so these were the stories. So now about this summary, we'll start. So in this chapter we have studied that it include many real incidents from Andaman and Nicobar Island as well as from Thailand when tsunami hit these areas on December 26, 2004. Okay, so these incidents involve stories of courage, survival, bravery, fate and destiny. We already studied all these things in your previous video. Now the stories were related to Ignatius from Kachahal, Sanjeev from Kachahal, Meghna, she was 13-year-old student, Almas Javed, 10-year-old from Port Blair, Kamota, Tilly Smith, 10-year-old, and she had won many awards for bravery. And one more thing we have learned about, that was about the sixth sense of the animal and how it proved. Like in Yala National Park, 60 people were washed away, but only 2 water buffaloes were reported to be dead. Then the behavior of the animal, they fled to higher or secure areas as if they possess a sixth sense. And the dog refused to go for a morning walk. That was a regular exercise. Okay children, so these all things we already studied in the previous video. Now coming to the tsunami. So in Tsunami, Ignatius, our first character, he was a manager of a cooperative society who lost 2 of his children, wife and grandfather-in-law and father-in-law, as he could not get alarmed by the tremor. So it was there. Sanjeev was a policeman. He jumped into the water to rescue his cook's wife, but they were both swept away. Both Meghna and Alma's families were washed away. Both of them kept floating in the sea for 2 days. Meghna floated in the sea for 2 days, holding onto a wooden door. She was brought to the shore by a wave. Similarly, Almas climbed onto a log of wood and fainted. She woke up in a hospital. Both the girls were traumatized after the incident. While Meghna was seen walking on the seashore in days, Almas does not talk about the incident to anyone. Both of them were noticed by relief helicopter. Both of them were not noticed by relief helicopter. Now Tilly Smith. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket Beach in Thailand, as she had seen the sea behaving in the same way in a video in her class of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian island in 1946. She had won a number of awards. The tourist thanked Tilly and her geography lesson that had warned her. Before tsunami in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals fled to a safety. Elephant ran for higher grounds. Dogs refuse to go outdoors. Flamingos abandon their low-lying breeding areas as seemed to know what was about to happen. It is believed that animals either possess a sixth sense or have more acute hearing that helps them to hear or feel Earth's vibration. Near about 150,000 people killed in tsunami in a dozen countries, but not many animals reported dead. So, my dear children, this is the summary. Now, coming the question answers of the lesson. So, first comprehension text, I have not given the true false part. Okay, from next comprehension, I've started where question answers are there. So, first question is, why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? So, check your answer. Tilly's family had come to Thailand to celebrate Christmas. What were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? Both Tilly and her mother saw the sea rise and it started to foam and form whirlpools. Next, do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? No, Tilly's mother was not alarmed by them. Where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion? Answer. Tilly had seen this in her geography class in a video on tsunami that hit the Hawaiian island in 1946. Where did the Smith family and the other on the beach go to escape from the tsunami? The Smith family and the others on the beach went the third floor of the hotel to escape from the tsunami. Question number 7. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about the Tilly had done in Phuket? Her geography teacher must have been proud of Tilly when he heard about what she had done in Phuket. He will be very pleased and satisfied. Next question number 8. In the tsunami, 150,000 people died. How many animals died? So, a very few animals in the tsunami died. Question number 9. How many people and animals died in Yala National Park? 60 people and 2 buffaloes died in Yala National Park. What do people say about the elephants of Yala National Park? People say that the elephants ran from the beach an hour before the tsunami hit the coast. What did the dog in Gailey do? The dogs in Gailey refused to go to the beach for their daily run. Now coming to the next question answers, thinking with the text. So first question is, when he felt the earthquake, do you think Ignatius immediately worried about a tsunami? Give reason for your answer. Which sentence in the text tells you that Ignatius' family did not have any time to discuss and plan their course of action about the tsunami struck? So answer is no. Ignatius did not suspect a tsunami when he felt the tremors. He put his television set on the ground so that it would not fall and break. This shows that he was not get worried of a tsunami immediately. Otherwise, he would have rushed out of the house immediately. The sentence in the text which shows that the Ignatius family did not have any time to discuss and plan their course of action after the tsunami struck is, in the chaos and confusion, 2 of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is the answer. Question number 2. Which words describe Sanjeev in your opinion? So it's a fill in the blanks. You have to write the answer. I don't know if Sanjeev was cheerful, ambitious, or brash. I think that he was very brave, heroic, and selfless. Sanjeev was not heartless, careless, or humorous. Okay, so this is about the Sanjeev. If I'll ask the character, then you have to describe who is he, from where, what he did, and about these natures of Sanjeev. Question number 3. How are Meghna and Alma's stories similar? Meghna and Almas both were lucky, but both survived alone. Both Meghna's and Alma's family were washed away. Both of them kept floating in the seas for days. Meghna floated in the sea for 2 days, holding on to a wooden door. She was brought to the shore by a wave. Similarly, Almas climbed onto a log of wood and fainted. She woke up in a hospital. Both the girls were traumatized after the incident. While Meghna was seen walking on the seashore in days, Almas does not talk about the incident to anyone, and both of them were not noticed by a relief helicopter. Question number 4. What are the different ways in which Tilly's parent could have reacted to her behavior? What would you have done if you were in their place? Tilly foresaw the danger of tsunami at once. She became hysterical. Her parents did not ignore her. They were sure that something wrong must be going to happen, so they all left the beach and were saved. If I were in place of Tilly's parent, I might have also believed her. It's your own answer. Whatever you want to do, you can write it. If you are satisfied with the Tilly's parents' answer, then you can go ahead. If you're not satisfied, or if you have some any other view, you can write your own view. Okay, my dear children. These answers I provide so that you can have some helping guide, or else you can write my, or you are free to write your own answers. Okay, my dear children. Now coming to the question number 5. If Tilly's award was to be shared, who do you think she should share it with? Her parents or her geography teacher? It is very obvious. Tilly's award should be shared with her geography teacher. Because of him only she was able to make out that it was tsunami. Her parents could not guess the tsunami was coming. Question number 6. What are the 2 different ideas about why so few animals were killed in the tsunami? Which idea do you find more believable? Very few animals were killed in the tsunami. Perhaps they feel the tremor much before humans do. Secondly, the animals have sixth sense. They can guess the coming disaster and so run away to safer place, higher ground. The idea that the animals are gifted with the sixth sense is more reliable, more believable. They move fast to get over the crisis. Okay, my dear children. So here we complete with the question answers of the lesson, summary of the lesson. Go ahead. If anything, you can ask me. If you want to write your own answers, most welcome. You can write it, because I have only provided as a guide so that you can move to the correct path while writing the answers. So complete your work, show me your notebook, and wait for my next video. Till then, bye my dear children. Take care. Thank you.